If you've been on your spiritual path for some time, this probably isn't the first time or the last time that you're going to hear that your true essence is infinite, pure, conscious awareness. But what does that mean? Well, in today's video, I'm going to attempt to explain it from my own personal experiencing of witnessing it in the most simplistic terms that I can think of, as well as lead you through a guided meditation where hopefully you'll have the chance to experience your own conscious awareness for yourself. So stay tuned if you'd like to experience that. So to begin, I would like to use a few analogies to explain what consciousness is and then conscious awareness. So think of a light. Okay, if you're in a room that's wired for electricity, even if the light is turned off, that potential energy is still there, right? All you would have to do ideally is turn the lamp on or flick the switch on the wall to have the lights illumine. So consciousness is the same way. It's formless, shapeless, and is pure potential, ready to be used and directed however it's needed. Conscious awareness is when we turn the lamp or the light on. We direct where that potential energy should go. So if I was to use another example, think of it like a movie screen. Your consciousness is just like the movie screen. It's ready to have any movie or any scene appear on it at any given time. But without the movie screen, we couldn't see the movie. Same thing. Just like with the light switch, if there was no potential energy behind that circuit, no matter what would happen when we would flip that switch, the light would never come on. So if you're really curious to know the real meaning of what infinite conscious awareness really is, I'm always going to speak to you from my own experience rather than using dogmatic philosophical language. Not that that language is wrong or incorrect. By all means, it's beautiful. But I'm sure you've heard it before, which is what landed your search here. So, in the most simplistic way possible, I will share with you my version of what infinite conscious awareness is. When I was meditating and I went past the light into what I call the void, I was nothing but infinite conscious awareness, meaning I was pure potential energy. I just was. Meaning I had no form, no identity, no agenda, hopes, dreams, or goals. And while that doesn't sound fascinating or thrilling, having the space between who I truly am and who I thought I was the most liberating experience of my life. So what do I mean by that? Being just true potential. That's what infinite conscious awareness is. It's potential to then have an outward projected focus to create and experience anything and anyone. So without that potential, there could be no awareness, and then there'd be no outer projection of a persona and an identity and experiences and a whole life. So if we look at it backwards, we have the persona, a gender, ethnicity, goals, a past, memories, limitations, hopes and dreams, and everything else in between. And then if we retract that back even further, now we have awareness of that persona, of that identity, of all those dreams. And if we take that back even further, before it blooms outward more, we have just consciousness, which is just pure potential. So another way I like to explain infinite conscious awareness is consciousness is like a runner that's about to run a sprint. Their feet are on those starting blocks. They're down in the position, ready to run until they hear boom, and the race has begun. They are in pure potential energy, ready to be expressed in a forward direction. So conscious awareness would be, oh, I'm aware, I must project this energy out forward to run this race. So I hope that these explanations gave some inkling of hope that you will understand what infinite conscious awareness really is. But again, like I always say, words don't teach, experience does, which is why in this video and many more to come, at the very end, I will always include, when applicable, an exercise to have you hopefully be able to experience what it is I'm talking about. So now I would just invite you to stay wherever you are. As long as you're relaxed and you can close your eyes and focus for a few moments safely, I invite you to just close your eyes. Close your eyes and just go inwards for a moment, forgetting about all the stimulus around you, the lights, the noise, maybe even people. And I want you just to become aware of your breath, the inflow and the outflow. Simply just observing it. Don't try to control it or change the pace. Just be with it by witnessing it. Maybe you notice your chest and belly rise with the inhale and the chest and the belly fall with the exhale. Maybe you become acutely aware that your breath isn't even. Maybe the inhale is longer than the exhale or vice versa. But whatever you're noticing about your breath as we're doing this is perfectly fine. And now I'm going to ask you, are you the breath? Or are you the one who's witnessing and observing the breath? Staying in that moment with your eyes closed, now move on to your body and the sensations of your body. What does the surface beneath your body feel like? Is it a soft, comfy bed or sofa? Is it a desk chair? Are you lying on a yoga mat? Is there a cool breeze or warmth of the sun hitting your skin? Maybe you realize you have a little itch on your head. Whatever the body's sensation is, just be with it and observe it. Again, just asking yourself, are you the body sensation itself, or are you the awareness taking note of it, just seeing it for what it is? And then last but not least, I'd invite you to put your attention on your thoughts without attaching to them, without letting your thoughts take you away down a whole path, and without any judgment. It's okay for your thoughts to arise. But notice that as they arise, sometimes they dissipate and change just as quickly. So no matter what thoughts you're thinking, how many or how few thoughts you've thought in this time frame, that's okay. Just notice the thoughts themselves and how they changed. Maybe some stuck around. Maybe some were cyclical and would come and dissolve and come back again. And ask yourself this, are you the thoughts that you were thinking, or are you the one that was aware of the thoughts being present to begin with? And now I'd invite you to really consider this. The thoughts changed in their very nature, as well as probably the body sensations that you were focusing on. Maybe the sensations changed or the awareness of where you were focused changed. Maybe your breath changed as well. But what didn't change was the observer, the one that was witnessing the changing of the breath, the changing of the body, and the changing of the mind and the thoughts. And that is a key pointer toward infinite conscious awareness. You see, infinite conscious awareness is changeless, formless, and timeless. Nothing impacts it. It remains as it is all the time. What changes is the outward things that we witness, like the body, the mind, emotions, experiences. That's changing. So when you hear philosophical talk about infinite consciousness, and they say that the real is changeless and the unreal always changes, that's what they're pointing to. So I hope that as brief as that exercise was, that it helped to bring some sort of experience and clarity to what infinite conscious awareness is and is not. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. It goes a long way. And if you want to be a part of this community and keep learning from me, I'd invite you to subscribe. In fact, this community is just that, a community. This video would not have been created unless it was for a commenter on a previous video of mine explaining non-duality. In that video, I explained that we are just pure conscious awareness. And this commenter said, please do me a favor and make a whole video dedicated to just this topic. I've heard it spoken of by sages and gurus and ancient texts across all time, and I just don't get it. It just seems to escape me. It's elusive. Please help me. So if you become a part of the community and you comment, I will interact and maybe even just make a video on what you ask for. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.